the Act proposes significant tax breaks and tax cuts. So, for the founder, what does this mean in terms of if the Act gets implemented? What am I looking at with regards to benefiting me, with regards to attracting funding?
Yeah, such an important thing. So explain by analogy. So, well, let's give the current situation. In South Africa, if you take your after-tax salary and you invest it in a startup, that's purely your risk. If you lose all your money, you lose all your money. There's no tax perk there. And I'll contrast with other countries, and probably the leading country that I'm aware of is the United Kingdom with their Enterprise Investment Scheme, or EIS. And what they say is that if you make the investment, the first thing is the amount you invest is deducted against your taxable salary. It's like making a pension contribution, which is incredible. So basically, the taxman takes his percentage of exposure to the startup, which makes it, can make it 30 to 40% cheaper for you to invest in the startup. And then if you lose your money, you can write that off against your future income as well. And any gain you make is taxed at a fairly nominal basis. So the government has recognized that startup investing is so hugely risky. The upside is so unlikely that we've got to really incentivize people for that. So firstly, make it cheap for them to invest. Allow them to invest pre-tax. And secondly, if they lose it, give them a little bit of comfort that they can write off a little bit of that investment against their tax. But fundamentally, if they win, then everyone wins. And the point there is not to finesse the tax treatment for the investor. It's not really about the investor. Obviously, we want to incentivize them. It's fundamentally about landing as much money as possible in a hugely vulnerable sector of the economy, which is startups. As you know, 3 or 4 fail out of the gate. 3 or 4 fail within 3 or 4 years, and then 2 or 3 will make it. So to land the money there, you've got to increase the velocity, the number of startups that are just empowered and given the financial oxygen to go. And we don't have that in South Africa at all. We had something called the Section 12J structure, which was they pulled the plug on that about 5 years ago. It didn't really work and it was very complicated. And we're hoping to reinvigorate that. And that's importantly from a local funder perspective. And it would certainly unlock a lot of funding.